What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we'll be taking a look at the best 5 brawlers in the game. Last time we made this list, Eve had just been released into the game. We weren't really sure how good Eve was, but now we definitely know how good Eve was. And also there's a few other brawlers which had come up in the meta quite a bit since we made that video. Of course, if you're anything about the show, make sure you're using code Tom. Make sure you're subscribed. And let's get into the video. A huge shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, but more on that later. So coming in at number 5, then we have Pam. Now, definitely probably the hardest space for me to pick. And I had to pick between a few brawlers. The brawlers I had to pick between were Pam, Spike, and Gale. I decided to go with Pam because I feel like Pam is the most versatile out of all of these and can be played on like the most maps and modes and has the least counters essentially. So I feel like Pam was the most well-rounded out of these 3 brawlers. I have Pam, Spike, and Gale. So the other 2 brawlers will not be in the list, but we're definitely really close to being on the list. So the reason Pam is here, Pam is so versatile, but also not really that easily counterable. I don't know if that's even a word, but yeah, basically Pam is only really bad against Jessie, I would say, and even then it's not even the worst matchup. So realistically, Pam doesn't have any really bad matchup, so that's why Pam is a really good pick on a ton of different maps and modes, including like Bounty, Brawl, Gem Grab, basically a ton of different modes. We're gonna go ahead and use our gadget there. Looks like we didn't quite manage to drain that Frank's ammo. We're gonna end up going down there, but we should be good nevertheless here. Let's see if our teammates can clutch up. Of course, Pam is gonna be used as a mid. You have really good range, really good damage, and also very solid HP, good healing as well. So yeah, Pam, just an overall beast. Looks like we should be able to score things here as long as we can just walk this in. Surge super coming in, but yeah, this is going to be a GG in this one. Let's get into the next one. Okay, so coming in at number 4, then we have Ruff. So Ruff's is the best kind of support brawler in the entire game right now. You have that super, it's gonna upgrade your teammates, give them more damage, give them more HP, which of course is going to be really useful to them. You also have the super's also going to wall break as well if you are using that first star power, I believe it is. I don't even know, but yeah, if you're using that first star power, I think it's the first one. Yeah, it's gonna break walls and also deal an additional 1000 damage, which is of course really helpful. Looks like Jessie should be going down there. But yeah, I just really like Ruff's right now. Definitely such a solid pick. Gets countered by things like Sprout and stuff like that. But apart from that, you don't really have too many counters. And you can still break walls, so definitely if you're playing it slow against a Sprout, you can still win and stuff like that. Also, if those sandbags are going to counter a lot of those single target brawlers, like the bees and the stuff, and the pipers, the bees, stuff like that, you're definitely going to counter with that first gadget. But yeah, Ruff's really like playing Ruff's. Doesn't really have, no kind of normal lane like a Tara, Spike, I guess like Sandy, Ems, like all of those kind of brawlers are not really brawlers I would be too worried about facing as a Ruff's, and that's obviously going to be most of the good lanes. So yeah, I feel like Ruff's just such a solid option, so versatile in Bounty, Heist, Brawl, Gem Grab, Knockout. So pretty much, yeah, so literally usable in every single mode, and just a really solid option overall. Looks like we're in a bit of a sticky situation here, but hopefully we can clutch things up. We got an 8-bit super down here. We're actually against a Sprout and a Poco, which are 2 brawlers, and a Jessie, which are probably 3 brawlers that are probably pretty good, I would say, against Russ, even though Russ doesn't have many bad matchups. Looks like Poco's just gonna have to walk that one in there. A little bit unfortunate, but our Dynamite wasn't able to help us out enough there. 8-bit in mid, Sprout wall coming down. Let's go and push them here. If we can get the ball, this can actually be a pretty easy goal. Looks like Sprout's just gonna walk away. That should be the kill there. He's actually giving me 1 shot. Okay, should be able to pick up the kill here. That upgrade definitely giving us some nice damage boosts here. 8-bit super coming in, but it looks like Dynamite should be able to walk this one in, but I don't know if 8-bit will be able to. 8-bit is gonna be able to walk that in there for a nice goal. Okay, so coming in at number 3, we have Fang. Of course, Fang is the best aggressive brawler in the game right now. Gonna absolutely dominate against the throwers like Dynamite and those weaker brawlers like Bees, stuff like that. But also, Fang is really gonna be good against those brawlers like Tara and stuff like that, which have those gadgets you can just bounce off. Looks like we're getting pushed by a Dynamite somehow here. And yeah, we gotta stay alive, to be honest. It looks like Dyna gonna take the ball, is gonna end up going down there. Sometimes it takes a while to get that super with Fang, but once you do, it's 100% worth it. And that Fang super can be so effective, especially if you're using that first star power where you can just continue to cycle it on things with low HP. Like if things are weak, you can just kill them, get your super back super quickly, just like that, just like the stew. But also on things like Pam supers and stuff like that, which is really going to be good, because if you're facing stuff like Eve, you can just cycle your super so many times. Looks like that is going to be a pass there. Really nice pass from our teammate. We're going to be able to score. Let's get into the best 2 brawlers right now. Okay, so coming in at number 2 then, we have Byron. So Byron for me is a brawler which gets played on every single map in terms of competitive. But when you play lower trophies or you play Power League, Byron's not really, doesn't get picked as much like at all. Like so it's really surprising to me like how much of a difference there is between like competitive and like just normal play. Like normally you see brawlers that are good in competitive like trickle down and people start using them, but Byron's not been one of those brawlers, because Byron has been so good for so long, but you just don't really see too much Byron at kind of lower trophies. It takes him 3 shots to get a super, which is going to be 2.2k, and essentially is really easy to hit. So it's so easy to hit that super, but also incredibly easy to cycle it. It's only 3 shots. Byron's going to be good against lanes like Spike, Ruffs, but also be able to compete with mids like Pam and also B and Piper, stuff like this. So in my opinion, Byron is just one of the best brawlers in the game right now. So good. But of course, even able to deal with tanks, especially when you're playing Giraffe, you can just swap gadgets really quickly to the gadget which is going to help you win against tanks, which is the one we're using now, that triple kind of shot. It's going to be able to, help you deal a ton of damage at close range, and that way going to be able to help you against tanks. Looks like that is going to be an easy kill for us here. Going to be healing this Primo up. We got knocked, but it looks like we should be able to hopefully score and wrap things up here. Let's get into the best brawler right now. Okay, so of course coming in at number 1, we have Eve. Eve is ridiculously broken right now, and with the addition of the new Eve star power, Eve has only become better and more annoying. So yeah, you can imagine how good Eve is right now. Literally banned, I mean, every Power League game I played in the last 2 weeks, or week at least, Eve has been banned pretty much every single time. Every competitive game, Eve is banned. Usually a pretty good sign that Eve is pretty broken. And with the addition of this new star power, I mean, you can just spawn so many hatchlings. It's so annoying and just such a ridiculous brawler. And definitely the most broken brawler in the entire game right now. Looks like Lil's going to go on Viz, but we should be able to score here. Looks like my teammates kind of didn't want to score there, because that was an easy goal if we just walked it in. But anyway, we're going to extend the game here. Hopefully we can wrap things up pretty quickly. As you see, we're going to cycle our super so quick as well. It's going to be pretty ridiculous. Looks like just the Mortis left here. We should be able to do something, but again, the gadget as well, really strong, allowing you to kind of evade those more aggressive brawlers like Mortis and Eve. Not Eve, Mortis and Fang, stuff like that. But it looks like we should be able to wrap things up here in the final game. Squarespace gives people a powerful and beautiful online platform from which to create your website. You can connect with your audience and generate revenue through gated members-only content. Squarespace allows you to manage your members, send emails, and leverage your audience insights all in one super easy-to-use platform. It's easy to create a community on your Squarespace website using the fully integrated commenting system. You can also use their powerful blogging tools to categorize, share, and schedule all of your posts. Squarespace extensions allow you to manage inventory, promote products, and streamline bookkeeping. You can also display social media posts directly onto your website. So go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/TomBrawlstars for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. And once again, a huge shout out to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I will see you guys next time. Peace.